Welcome to another Life in Between episode, the series of episodes that I started probably a year back, giving you a raw insight into my life. Well, almost, I guess, all the episodes are sort of raw and authentic. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been told by you guys. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate any and every interaction you have to my piece of content. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you. There are days where I want to simply be an asshole. Like, I cannot be bothered, especially when I'm bleeding. Like, it was day one when I was typing all this. Good to know, that I'm not pregnant, that I'm still capable of reproducing, and almost 33. Again, reproduction is not a very exciting thought or idea or process, but like, whatever, you know period makes me a bitch, bleeding makes me a bitch. Like, fuck the world, fuck the house, fuck this patriarchy, fuck social media, and this fucking phone that I bought with my own money, which does not even take good videos. Fuck everything. All right, you are already down the dump, Aditi. Why not share more down the dump stories? So my mom was like, "Did you find a job yet?" When I asked her, when can I leave this town? By the way, I'm already in Mumbai, but I wasn't back then when I was writing. There was literally nothing for me to do in that town except for my friend Priyanka there, who takes yoga class, and she stays so far away from me. I wish she was like like she would like genuinely live next door to me, so I would just hang out at her place, or she could come hang out at mine. I would be like so freaking ideal, like your best friend hanging out right next door. Like, that would be so freakish cool, like friends all over again. Anyways, so I am desperate for a job at this point, in this moment. A traditional job does not really excite me, to be very honest with you. Never has, probably never will. I just wish I had gotten more support from my family for content creation. Some days it's so painful to see other Indian male vloggers, video bloggers, killing it on YouTube. Like, फाड़ू कंटेंट फाड़ू नहीं है. हेलो, ओके, कंटेंट फाड़ू बिल्कुल नहीं है. घटिया से घटिया सड़ा हुआ कंटेंट है, बट दे आर मेकिंग अ फकिंग बैंक आउट ऑफ इट. आई डोंट नो हाउ, आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट दे आर डूइंग इट. Here I was trying to finish my engineering years. This is like 2014, 2015. भाई, गोल तो यही है ना कि आप पैसे कमाओगे, राइट? अब वो पैसे पढ़ के कमा रहे हो या नहीं पढ़ के कमा रहे हो, एंड गोल तो सबका पैसा ही कमाना है. वो यूट्यूब से आए या 9 to 5 करके आए, खुश रहना ज़रूरी है वाइल बिल्डिंग समथिंग, वाइल गोइंग समवेयर, वाइल बिल्डिंग समथिंग. इवेंचुअली अगर ऑडियंस है तो आप मार्केट करोगे, आप कुछ ना कुछ प्रोडक्ट निकालोगे, खुद का बिजनेस चालू करोगे. अरे फक, वो गया ज़माना जब सब अब चाहिए था उनको डिग्री वगैरह, सब कुछ नहीं बचा. अब एआई का ज़माना आ गया है, एवरीथिंग इज़ इन हैंड. आपको सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है एआई को कि भाई क्या करूँ मैं, क्या कैसे कर सकते हैं, ये कैसे है, गिव मी अ ब्रेक डाउन, एंड लाइक यू कैन गेट अ ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ योर ओन लाइफ एंड हाउ टू बिल्ड दैट वेल्थ. लाइक, हो गया अब वो ज़माना. बट लाइक, आई सीरियसली समटाइम्स विश कि थोड़ा हेल्प मिल गया होता ना 2014-2013 में, जब मैंने चालू किया था ब्लॉग करना. तो यार मज़ा आ जाता, ज़िंदगी पलट जाती शायद. पता नहीं, शायद नहीं है किस्मत में. किसी ने बोला है कि भाई लक लक का बात है, लक तेरा चल गया तो सिक्का चमक गया, नहीं तो नहीं. इट वॉज वेरी फनी व्हेन आई हर्ड दैट. एनीवेज, खुश रहना ज़रूरी है वाइल बिल्डिंग समथिंग. आई एम डेड ऑन द इनसाइड. ओह या, डेड से याद आया, आई हैव 2 new candidates to talk about. These guys came through arranged marriage. Okay, so guy 1 is really well educated, PhD level, mathematics, whatever. I'm not attracted to him for sure. Like, attraction wise, ऐसे दिखावट के इसमें अब अपन नहीं जाएंगे झोल झाल में. बट ठीक है, एवरीबडी डिजर्व्स समवन हु आर दे आर अट्रैक्टेड टू. मुझे ऐसा लगता है. But I was not attracted to him. I was like, ठीक है, let's not be petty, let's look beyond that. ठीक है. But I think we are past that point, as I said, and looking good is a privilege in an arranged marriage, which I lost. I feel like I'm like 33 and everybody's like expiry date आ गई है तेरी, अब तू तो माल है, product है, expiry हो गया है तेरा. Anyways, jokes aside, numbers were exchanged. I have accepted that I won't ever get princess treatment. I am the fucking man, so let's initiate the conversation. Because pussycats, a lot of are there, So let's be the man in the relationship and reach out. I said hi, hello. We had a brief conversation. The end. A day or two goes by. No hi, no hello from his end. Now it started feeling like I needed him more than he did. Like he did not follow up. He did not say anything at all. Ki, hey, hope your day is going fabulous or something. Anything. Kuch bhi nahi aaya, okay. So men don't understand how much women do in general की बात कर रही हूँ, like contributing in the society. It is almost tearful. He had to be told on call, take the fucking initiative, which was funny. Like, I told him, you're the fucking man, right? I had to say that to him. So, okay. I set up a call. I gave him a time. I followed up. It was 9:30 at night. I was taking a walk. My left hand had my vision board. I got it printed on Blinkit. Hey, shout out to Blinkit. Like 10-15 minutes में the printout was in my hand. Color printout, वो भी color वाला printout. Okay, so I was looking at my 10-year vision board where I saw myself, and my right hand gave him a call. As we started to talk, he talked about how he was based in a very small town in Florida, and that he would never consider moving around unless his job takes him. ठीक है, समझ में आता है. I questioned him, what happens if your partner ends up in New York with work, for which he said he'd eventually have to think about it and maybe, just maybe, move a couple of years down the line. Like, I kept questioning him, his beliefs, what he believes in, what he doesn't. It's good to know ना कि हम कैसे align होते हैं, right? I asked him, what happens if your partner earns more than you? And he further, started explaining me how we will split the money in 4 ways, etc. etc. भाई, मेरे को पैसे तो देने नहीं है तेरे को. मैं म्यूचुअली इन्वेस्ट करूँगी नहीं तेरे साथ. मैं तेरे को जानती नहीं हूँ. तू क्या सोच रहा है? लाइक, वॉट इज द फक इज हैपनिंग? Like, he suddenly started talking about the way we can, split the money in 4. तेरा होगा, एक मेरा होगा, एक म्यूचुअल इन्वेस्टमेंट वाला पोर्टफोलियो होगा, एंड लाइक एक अपन घर के ग्रोसरीज के लिए. I'm like, did I fucking ask you that? Like, मैं कुछ और पूछ रही हूँ तो कुछ और बोल रहा है, मैं कुछ और पूछ रही हूँ तो कुछ और बोल रहा है. I don't know. Like, ठीक है, समझा, ओके फाइन. आई स्टिल वांटेड, आई वाज स्टिल लाइक गिविंग हिम बेनिफिट ऑफ द डाउट. नहीं, ठीक है, शायद मिसकम्युनिकेशन हो गया होगा, ठीक है. I think, he wanted a hanji wife, someone who aligns with his life, his way of living, his way of doing things. He wanted his duplicate. He couldn't believe I had goals and ambitions and love for money and making more money, He kept on pushing, money doesn't buy you happiness, Aditi. And I told him, everything is money, internet is money, apartment is money, how food is money, and water, internet bill, everything is money. That we are talking on phone, this phone is bought by money. And then I asked him, how have you been living in US for 10 years? Didn't it cost you money? We got into an argument because we didn't see eye to eye on this, which is funny. So he gave me an example. He told me, Aditi, if I give you $1 million after some time, you'll be sad. And I was a little bit shocked and like baffled when he said that. I told him मजाक में हंसते हंसते, okay, this conversation was all with me with a smile on my face. Not a single time did I feel I was rude or I was being inconvenient or not taking it seriously. So I told him कि भाई आप दो तो सही. $1 million दो तो सही आप मुझे, फिर देखते हैं ना अपन. Like literally I was like laughing throughout the conversation. I genuinely never want someone who does not value money, who does not want to make money, who is not a hustler, who's not an entrepreneur, who has this hunger for doing more. I live in a very practical world. I should have asked, would you marry yourself if you could? Like, that would have been such a great question to ask. But no, like, I have hustled. I understand and appreciate hustlers out there who are trying to make it out big in the world. And whatever it may be, you have a vision, you go out for it. Like, I think somewhere moving abroad kills those dreams. Like, you have to be in a very, like, one portfolio of things, and you can't divert into five different things and try out things because you're restricted by your visa and stuff. So that's just sucks. That just sucks. Yeah, pretty much. And it's so funny because if you are earning that much, that means you can support and provide your partner with, if he or she wants to, test out different things and needs money. At least one person needs to have a safe, stable income, right? So why not think of it that way, that I appreciate whatever, I have stable income, you can do whatever you want, you can dive into it, like blah blah blah. Okay. I want to quote his final words because it's funny, like a rejection email from an HR. That's what it sounded like he had copied pasted it, or like maybe asked ChatGPT to politely say no to me. He did say no to me, just FYI. He said, and I quote, "Hi Aditi, I hope your Sunday went really well. I have been thinking about our conversation yesterday. It was genuinely nice. I am glad we got the chance to talk. I got to know a lot about you and I really appreciate you taking the time. After giving it some thought, I feel there are quite a few differences between us, and I don't think we are the right match at this point. So I believe it's best not to continue this matrimonial conversation. Wishing you all the best with your work and the matrimonial search. Take care." How the fuck can you judge a person by one call? I don't know, man. This is so funny. Like, this genuinely, to all my girlies in tech or who have seen a lot of rejections like I have, does this not sound like a fucking HR email? Yeah, because it does sound like that. Anyways, did I respond to his message? Fuck no. How the fuck do you figure someone out from just one call is my genuine question. Like, I was kind of mad and angry. One call, that's all it took for him to decide. Something funny, I saved his number twice on my phone and that number would just not save. I don't know, it just wouldn't show up. 2-3 बार मैंने सेव किया, I swear सेव किया मैं कभी सेव नहीं करती हूँ. इस बार मैंने सेव किया नंबर और वो सेव ही नहीं हुआ. I don't know what fucking matrix glitch this was, but it was hilarious. I think people want marriage and companionship without the excess baggage or burden of responsibilities towards the partner or your own home, and hence people recommend live in type of situation to gauge कि कैसे है लोग, कैसे जीते, कैसे रहते हैं. Whether you have to keep telling the partner, do this, do that, be a parent, or you'd understand whether a partner ends up actually doing anything or not, and then you'll also understand whether you are being a parent or you are being a partner to this partner. Yeah. The second guy again was very well educated. On his list of hobbies was a red flag for me. His list of hobbies he had written no to pets, which I found to be very funny. Like, I was like bawling out loud, like rolling on the floor with laughter. Any human who is against pet is against humanity, period, in general. They should be thrown out of the society. I showed his profile to my friend Priyanka, my friend and yoga trainer. Her first reaction was, "Bro, उसकी एक्स ने लड़े लगा दिए होंगे उसके. ही मस्ट, द गर्ल मस्ट हैव fucked him up so good that he had to put this in his hobbies. Like, in the grand scheme of things, this should have been a very later stage of talk. Okay, yaar, I'm not too much into pets, and that, you should, like, we should not never get it or whatever. She laughed out so loud when she read this. I'm like, I'm pro freaking animals, give me fucking tiger, lion, giraffe, panda, cheetah, whatever. If I could keep them all in my home and pet them all day and take care of them, I would. But for now, cats and dogs are enough for me, at least. It was a prospect. Don't know what happened. Never got to talk. Just a prospect that came my way. Saw a biodata. Thought to share this bizarre red flag. I don't know. Like, I don't know what was that deal. Maybe he must be allergic to pets. Who knows? We don't know that. I am at the stage where I am so tired of meaningless connections and meaningless conversations. The Instagram feels empty, the creators feel empty, the community is starting to feel hollow. I'm very grateful, but you won't cry if I die. Let's be fucking real here. I'm just a human you are listening to on your way to work, probably. That's what I'm assuming. And that's what I am to you. I'm genuinely looking to build some meaningful connections, those that last decades, those that actually remember your birthdays and give you a call, those with whom you can hang out on the weekends, those that can give you sound business advice. Yeah. I was feeling very impulsive and angry. I got a tattoo. Yes, I did. Don't ask me where. Now it's time to change hair. For which it broke into an argument, of course. Hair is a commodity, hair is political, geopolitical, hair is everything, and um, yeah, yeah, for which I needed my mom's approval, and it got pretty bad pretty quickly, the conversation. Moving on. It was 22nd January when I was writing the following that, I'm admitting my last role at this podcasting company genuinely broke me for good, like emotionally, mentally. And now it's been 10 years, 10 years, wow. It's been 10 months and I'm starting to spiral a lot, maybe because I've had a lot of time in hand. Like, I'm questioning, was I that bad? At content, at public speaking, at interacting, engaging, I've spiraled to the point of no return, and now I feel like I'm an imposter, like a fucking fraud, like literally whatever I did is not valid, and that I suck at everything I do or touch. Like, I'm a shit human with shit podcast who ain't making a single rupee. What a fucking waste of this life. I couldn't hold on to a job or friends there, or even the love that I found. I couldn't even hold on to him. It's funny in how many ways a job can break you. I asked my mom, why couldn't I have this person in my life? Why can't I have what I want for once? She said, shed, she said, it's called life. Sometimes you simply don't get what you want. And that's when everything came crashing down for me. For a hot minute, I decided, I wanted to quit everything. Social media, content, podcast, everything. Just fucking vanish. Like, my life is not worth it. It's not worth it without him. What I realized is when I went from hating men to loving this specific guy, I needed to recenter myself, like realign myself. Because the best revenge is living to the fullest, living the bestest, happiest version of yourself. And we are honestly going to try that, dear listeners. Give myself the fucking chance for everything. Now, with social media, it's amazing and truly devastating place to be at in 2016, wow. there's something really wrong today. 2026 2016 में रह रही हूँ मैं शायद. Oh my god, the trend, do you remember the trend? 2016 वाला trend आया था अभी. It was started by Instagram or Facebook, I believe, showing everything that was going on in 2016. Yeah, anyways, that era was wholesome. This era is like fucking nasty. The propaganda everybody is trying to preach and brainwash us into, it's like a fucking cult. Not even communities anymore. Like, there's no communities. Everybody believes and preaches in one thing or another, and small cults are starting to form like a fucking pyramid scheme, and the only person benefiting from it all is the creator of the app himself, the my bap himself. मेरे को ऐसा लगता है government should genuinely shut down the social media apps like 3 or 4 days in a week and let the fucking chaos take over. It would be hilarious to see then how the business happens, how they fucking sell. Then they have to go door to door. Then they have to, fucking give people a call, pick up the phone and start selling shit, because social media is not going to do that for you. Then you'll have to go switch to traditional marketing, billboards, I don't know, ads, radio ads, god knows what, TV ads. Yeah. Alright, it's the 28th. I wanted to get a haircut on the 28th. I am almost 33 old, mind you. Almost 33. I'm trying to figure out who I am. That means you got to experiment. You got to fuck around. The more you fuck around, the more you find out. I was denied to get my hair colored. I wanted to color it pink. Yup. Getting a fucking haircut, like a pixie cut or a boy cut, I don't know. Like, I wanted to start dressing up more androgynous, more baggy, bit more masculine. I've always been a tomboy, so why deviate and become soft, lol? Like, yeah, yuck. I was told pink would look chapri, would attract a lot of attention. You don't want that, Aditi. I dress so modestly. Believe me, in a room full of people, you guys, you'll forget I was even there. This is power struggle, people. But mark my words, one fine day I'd fucking chop it all. To hell with people. I think podcast is a form of rebellion for me. I don't have a place or a person to talk to at this moment in time in my life. So I decided to talk into abyss. So podcast, social media to hai nahi. Podcast is an abyss to me, like a big black dark hole with no end. And like I have like 2 listeners. And I'm okay with that. I don't want to fucking grow. I'm okay with that. सुनना है सुनो, नहीं सुनना है भाड़ में जाओ. ये मेंटालिटी हो गई है मेरी. At the end of it all, I think the only thing I want is a hug, a jhappi that cures all diseases, that can heal a fucking broken heart and give assurance that this life is worth it. This life is worth living. I won't be uploading anything in February. I'll let you know if I can deliver in March. I also need to change my cover photo, this green thing with Kaipan Aditi written on it. Damn. Krusha, need you, girl. Need you desperately. Okay, bye for now, everyone.